Hello, everyone. I've been trying to do this for over an hour, and I've been having issues. The last time I tried to do this, somehow the stream stayed up, even though I had thought I ended it. Oh, well, um, all the joys of being blind. I'm going to do this again. And this time I will be successful. So if you've already heard this, I apologize. You don't have to listen to me again. But I am talking all things homeschool, the 2021-22 school year. For those of you who don't know, I am blind and I have a sighted child who is 7. He will be 8 in September. I can't believe it. And he can see, and this is going to be our second year of homeschooling. On my channel, I talk all things homeschool, all things blind related. I will show you what I use to do things. I've shown my Orbit Reader 20 plus here. Don't know if you can see it. This is what I use to read Braille. A lot of the time. So you will see that from time to time. So just basically how I do things concerning homeschool. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe and share, as that will help out my channel. And thank you to those of you that subscribed. I really do appreciate it. So here we go. So we are starting our school year off on Monday, the 16th. And the homeschooling method that we are using is the Charlotte Mason method. So I found out about her by accident. I was browsing YouTube, of course. I mean, who doesn't do that, you know? So I was browsing YouTube, and I don't remember what I was looking for, but I came across the name Charlotte Mason. And I don't know, the name stuck out to me, so I clicked on it, and it was a lady by the name of Sonia Schaefer. It was the Charlotte Mason, or excuse me, Simply Charlotte Mason podcast. And she was describing the method, and she was telling a little bit about Charlotte Mason. Charlotte Mason was a lady who lived in England in the 1800s, and she really advocated for kids' education. Not in the way that you think, though, not education like as we know it. What I've learned from her so far and the stuff I've read, and I love this sticks out to me, is that she says that our kids are people, and you know, we need to treat them like people. I mean, I know we know this, but she says instead of just educating the mind, you educate the whole person. And instead of you know, teaching your basic subjects, you give them a variety of things. You give them a feast. And she also says that sometimes, you know, schools will do stuff before they're developmentally ready. And that makes sense to me. Like she says, kids shouldn't even be in school until, the age of 6. Excuse me. And I can see why that is, because yeah, sometimes our kids are still learning how to do things. They're so little when they go into school, you know. Um, so that's what she says about kids starting school. They should be at least 6 years old. And like I said, you give them a variety of things. So let's see, you do picture study, and that's where you study artists. Um, you pick an artist and you study that artist for what's called a term, and you have terms that are 12 weeks each. And so for the whole 12 weeks, you're studying this composer, you're studying the pictures. And what happens is you have your child, in my case, Jonathan, you have him describe, look at the picture, and you have him close his eyes, and he describes a picture to me. And that is teaching him how to pay attention to details. And it also, builds a relationship to the artists. So yeah, so that's going to be a good one. And then you do a music study, which you pick a composer, and again, you study that composer for 12 weeks, which is a term. And you play that composer's music all day, every day, while you're in the car, during lunch, in the morning. And you have them describe to you how the music makes them feel. And they can either, draw, they can paint, or they can just tell you, what they think. They say that sometimes, like, they get so expressive that they'll start, to move and, dance around, and let them express themselves and let them tell you, how they're feeling when they listen to the music. And then you do nature study, which is, being outside. You go for a walk, and you just like observe, you study what's around you. Let's see, it could be like the shapes of leaves, the different colors, or, what you hear. And, you can either write that down, or in my case, it'll be recording it, because obviously I cannot write. So I will do that until his writing gets good enough, and then he can write his own stuff down. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. And then you do Bible and geography. I have not figured out what I'm going to use for that yet. I am still working on that. I have a friend who gave me a link to get a Bible free for him. So I'm going to check that out here pretty soon and see how I go about doing it. Because I need it in Braille. So, and then you do your history and science, and you do that by reading what's called living books. And the books are, a living book is a book that makes the subject come alive for the child. And the books, cover everything. They cover language arts and science and history and all that stuff. And when you read those, you do what's called a narration. So you read what you're going to read, and then you ask them to narrate to you. And the cool thing is I also learned that by default, kids already do that. Like they already talk to you about stuff. They'll come to you and go, "Mommy, I played this game and I did this," or "Mommy, I was outside and we played this," and so they already do that. So you're just getting them to expand on that and make it so that they can perfect it. So okay, sorry, he just came in from playing outside. So you do narration, and what else? There's other stuff that you do, but I'm like drawing a blank right now, and I don't want to make this too long. But the big reason why I chose this method is because I love the gentle approach, for one, and I love the fact that you do things when they're ready, not when the school thinks they're ready, um, when they're ready to do it. And I like that. But I love that, the gentle approach. And then what I love about it too is that it brings the children, closer to God. And I like that. This is something that I was looking for. I wanted something that would teach him about God, and yeah, so I am very, very happy that I found it, and I can't wait to start. Like I said, we start Monday. So yeah, that's about it for now. I'm probably gonna do another video where I show what we're using as far as books. We got lots of them coming. We have some stuff, but we don't have everything yet. So I will do that one day. You guys can see what we're using. So anyway, hope everyone's doing well. I hope all the kids that are going back to school have an awesome, awesome year. I hope all the teachers are good. I hope everybody stays safe. And that's all I have. And I will talk to you all again soon.